What is up, my frosty brethren? My name is Arctic, and welcome to another episode of Destiny Tips and Tactics. This video is going to cover some of my best strategies and practices when playing Control on the map Blind Watch. Now, despite some of the recent changes to Blind Watch for Control, C and B are still the definitive locations that you'll want to control throughout the duration of the match. I tend to spend most of my time roaming around areas near C. That includes up on the rooftop or awning, and underneath that awning area by that smaller silo. I don't particularly like fighting in the tight spaces of B, but I'll push there on occasion if I feel like it's going to be a major swing for my team and they need help. I do find myself kind of going there at the beginning of matches and trying to line up snipe shots on players that are running through top door for easy headshots. Now, traditionally, I like to play what is called an anchor position on Blind Watch. This means that I like to be the last line of defense. If I die, that means that the spawns are likely going to flip and we've lost control of C. So those areas that I talked about playing, that's kind of like anchoring on this map. And if I lose or if I die, then odds are that the spawns are going to flip unless I'm in a party and we know what we're doing. Now, you guys got to understand there's not really any major tips or tricks or gimmicks to recapturing points on this map. It's a pretty straightforward map. If you're unfortunate enough to spawn A side, this is the biggest tip I can give you. If you're unfortunate enough to spawn A side at the beginning of a match, do not go for B. Maybe leave one teammate, one straggler that's not watching this video, maybe leave him going for B, but you want to focus on attempting to flip those spawns and capture C at the beginning of the match. It is very important that you put a lot of pressure on C if you lose it throughout the duration of this match. It is vital to winning. This is particularly useful in Iron Banner, and all too often you see inexperienced players not doing that while the experienced players are capturing C and you're wondering why you're losing, and that's more often than not the reason. Now, if you're in control of A and attempting to recapture B, try to utilize nades often. This is something that's very rare. You want to sprinkle in those B attempts, but you want to utilize those nades because this is a very tight space. You can get a lot of nade kills inside of B, either at that lower area by the 3 doors or a top door or the side area by the little small balcony. You can also do some sniping from top door, which can be good, but Bungie's put in a lot of obstructions on the new changes that make it a little bit more difficult to snipe, but you can still pull off some nice headshots. You can also, and this is a high level tactic, wait for the heavy ammo to spawn. Maybe you're in a party, 4 or 5 guys, you all grab that heavy ammo and then make a heavy push, and your heavy ammo is going to spawn every 3 minutes. So that's an opportunity to make a big swing and try to change the momentum of the game. You can also get up in kills. This is very risky. Sit back at A and force the other team to push you. Now, if you're not familiar with Control, it's basically a glorified team deathmatch. All the control points do is modify the points that you're actually getting. So the points that you get if you are in control of all 3 and you get kills are going to be more than if you were controlling 1 point or no points. So if you get up in kills and the other team can't slay with you, then you can win by controlling no points at all. So when you're in control of C and attempting to recapture B, you got to understand that this is a very rare situation anyway. But you basically want to do some very similar things as if you're in control of A. Utilize your nades often because of those tight spaces. Use the long hall, which is that long area that's on the side that leads to that side balcony of B. For sniping, you can also do that the lower C areas by the sliding doors. A lot of headshots I've gotten on players running through top door. And then you can also provide a lot of constant pressure from those lower C doors. Because there's 3 of them, you can kind of mix and match where you're going through. Ultimately, if you're at A, you don't want to focus too much attention on recapturing B. Rather, you should be trying to constantly flip those spawns, as I previously mentioned, mixing in very small amounts of attempts to recapture B, but focus your main attention on C. If you guys want to use your supers, there's several areas that you can use it. You can use it if the enemy team has A. Up on the rooftop is a great area. If the team is in control of C and B, you can use your super around the lower C areas into B and those 3 doors, or wait for heavy ammo to spawn and utilize it there. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to give this a like. Your support helps me and I try to help you. I really appreciate it. And be sure to subscribe if you have not. Plenty more content on the way. And until the next time, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty.